Merciless.
Silence!
Today's recommendation. Haven't you heard?
I cannot help but feel that you bring me.
There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important... Oh, yes, Nicole! She is. Well, time for...
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why? And if I'm not mistaken...
Good question. I'm wondering the same.
That voice...
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro.
Malika, I apologize for I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than...
Exactly.
So, by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru.
I'd like to address the question you raised. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but... So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as it continues to function normally. But this time, the Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them,
Meaning? Protecting Sumeru now.
yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length.
You need the Pyronosis.
Yes, you guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow.
Surely a gnosis is pretty important.
I guess, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. As far as I'm concerned, a Gnosis is based...
Yeah, not...
So you see? You don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Just like that. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the
Are you sure about this?
I won't try to quantify it. Besides, even Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. You don't need to tell me the specific...
Malika, my heart felt...
But now, for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you? The Irminsul barrier is right in the way.
I have an idea.
Just as I...
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds.
Is that right? You really catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Mawika.
All right. Besides, there's still one problem.
I have the Pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of...
The Gnosis disappeared.
I'm fine. The Pyronosis disappeared.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the...
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Moon.
Pleasure. Well,
We won't let you down.
Yeah. We...
Traveler, Paimon, how are you feeling? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like she's gotten way braver over the last few years, huh? Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler.
I'm doing alright. What about you?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I'm a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into. But please don't worry. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live. But knowing when to rely on one's companions is also a form of great wisdom. I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter beast.
Me too. With the
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think.
What are you talking about, Hat Guy?
Says who? You can fly just...
I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed now.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is and we feel exactly the same way around you. That's what it means to be...
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question. We were working in tandem.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's...
When work ends, you...
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab...
Are you nervous?
A little.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one...
There's only so much I can do.
Was it like this last time?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared as we are this time.
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact.
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument!
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru, you displayed a remarkable sense of responsibility in the face of disaster.
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up if we hadn't gotten control of the situation. So, do you think this is what impending disaster looks like? The sky is so clear, and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. It's hard to imagine that the fall of humanity could happen on an ordinary day like this.
Awful things happen all the time. Sometimes people can stop. What you and I have done is increase our...
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. Oh, nothing. I hope everything...
It will. As long as we stick to the plan, our chances of success are good.
It's really strange.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh.
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow.
Good. Is everything ready?
As much as possible.
That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you. We'll take things one step at a time. That's how we've always done it.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water.
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on...
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told...
A juicer.
Yeah, I hadn't had the chance...
The juice is very sweet.
I think so.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay. It just still feels strange to me.
I know the feeling well.
At least now.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, I had some earlier, ma'am. Very well, very well.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't...
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to...
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered true. Your rage.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that. The same God remains which were every innocent person who's been hurt needs time, but it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook...
And since this isn't over, you can...
Yeah. Sumiro is my home.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spontamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? Ugh, my arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere.
Madame Farazan, why are...
Thank you, Madame Faraz.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something...
Please, try to...
I know, I know.
Something on your mind, Miss Nefer?
Nothing in particular. It's just...
But the future has not yet...
Some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain... People are shaped.
I've always found the perspective...
Even at the height of the crisis.
Indeed. Regardless of faith, gender, wealth, skin color, or eye color, everyone in Sumeru knows what will happen tomorrow.
The world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds...
Era.
Do Angel...
Yes. At least, I do. I fear the gap that grows wider with each passing day, and the never-ending flow of time. Time renders all memories insignificant.
You're very human.
If angels draw too close to human...
Maybe that's a good thing. You're more human than some humans are.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations. I suppose that makes us good case studies for comparison.
Case studies?
Myself, I suppose. It was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Guiding humans to make...
Look at the time. I should head back. I'm so sorry. I was in a hurry and didn't look where I was going. Are you all right?
Wait.
Have we met?
Not exactly. I think we may...
Oh. You're Hat Guy! From Vahumana, right?
You recognize...
The clue's in the name.
Fair point.
I could ask you the same question.
Well, I have something of a background.
Did you find the experience enlightening at all?
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did sense some profound truths. But they also brought a lot of suffering with them. I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating, though I have no idea why. Sorry. I hope I'm not scaring you.
Not at all. It just proves you're very accomplished in your research. Good night. I wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow. I could really do with a stiff drink.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer.
Lord Sangama Bay. Came to get some fresh air too, did ya?
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stocked up on that perfume you said you were so fond of.
No, really? I'll take 2. Any chance of a friends and family discount?
I knew you'd ask that. And I'm afraid to say that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay.
Nope. Turns out it's not that easy to turn a profit there. I even ran some assorted loss. Remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month? That was trip.
No way!
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years.
Wait, how did you know about that? That pest.
She and Candace go way back. It's normal for close friends to share.
Sure, but why did they have—
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a generous person you truly are.
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home.
Well,
Definitely with you. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My heart is filled with a mix of anger.
Anger.
My lady? What are you doing?
Just taking a walk to clear my head. And look where I ended up.
Yes, Miss Dunyarzad.
Come on, it's fine.
Oh.
I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad. You visited my shop before.
That's right. She is such a gentle and kind. I see her more as...
Agreed.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation. Oh, it makes me glad.
My lady, you've always... What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may not be in...
I pray
for the safe return of all my companions.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I have not felt this way. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The Golden Slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland.
Dendro Archon.
I was wondering.
What kind of question?
So many. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. What are the many?
The biggest question you should be asking is how.
Yes. Although, I must not fail.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact.
Nahida! Just in time.
Ready when you are.
We're here to.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so
I'm sorry.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete.
As discussed during our meeting.
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. Maybe you should.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable as long as the transplant and merge. A system this powerful is in the pursuit of greater knowledge. Some scholar. Correct. Right.
That's right. Provide.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru. Merge it with the Akasha.
Every person?
Yes.
I've already calculated the.
So you mean we're.
Yes. But this time, the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is.
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made, but by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. Thus, it might... Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
In the past, when people sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Stop!
Please stop. End this transformation.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing!
Great.
What a display of true courage! The courage to think, and the courage...
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No, now I'll need the help of your...
How might we be of service, Lord?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now?
In that case, Ibis King?
Never. I assume you have that...
You mean the one you...
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to...
Safhei Shatranj?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard. In other words,
transfer initiated.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley line.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone.
The information stored in the ley lines, well, I presume you...
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a... But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them, a soul living forever in the past, inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and so...
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord... And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than...
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able. I am the only one to...
Clearly the dividing of your...
Is that why you chose to...
Could I call myself a venture?
Well then, I must say, What?
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations. Showing up in the name of the original As for why I'm here,
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to is it not true?
we made it into your head after all. Especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in—
Is it really so greedy to want the world?
Of course not, my dear friend.
Regreater, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, Well, Dottore.
They're coming.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new—
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall—
Very well. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request. Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed. And still, his confession continued.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who despises them so, at first I thought you'd be
concerned I would terminate our partnership.
Not at all.
Don't you find people's attitude, and yet, when they see an—
Is that supposed to—
No.
There's no need. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how—
I'm the part of your soul.
Dear me.
You certainly did. Don't worry, I pulled—
Now I'm curious.
Oh, it was quite— I could hardly be
How you slept? There's no question. Do you have anything lined up?
Hard to say. Field work always
Why are you so eager to ruin your—
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of It's a pity.
It's rare to hear—
I beg to differ.
Ah, yes, of course. What are you thinking about?
A new in the event that my soul was depleted.
Such a scenario would be—
Oh?
As long as your current soul— And if you ceased—
Since the day I met you, you've always accepted—
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire—
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be—
Does everyone have to chime in?
What an amusing— Because the image on her shield is one of me.
Well, la-di-da.
You wish for your gauntlet to speak?
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I.
Thanks. Definitely.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my...
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dane. Move out.